What's up, guys? Today I'm gonna be doing something a little different. I'm gonna try doing a story time. So obviously this is my first time kind of sitting down and telling you guys a story or something that may have happened in my life. I have like millions of stories I could tell you all, so I thought, you know, why not just think of a story and kind of share it. And I thought it'd be a good idea to kind of sit down and get a little more personal with you guys so you can kind of get to know me a little more and just kind of things that have gone on in my life. I guess we'll just see how this goes, and then if you guys enjoy it, I will definitely make more in the future. I'm not gonna make it like an every week thing, but whenever I think of a good story, I will sit down and just tell you guys about it. So today I decided I'm gonna tell you about all of my fainting stories. So I'm gonna kind of combine it into one because they're pretty straightforward, but I tend to be someone who passes out a lot, which I didn't know until a couple years back. But yeah, it's pretty embarrassing. And oh, why did my phone just do that? What do you want? So I'm gonna start off with the first time I ever fainted, which was probably the scariest, because when you're about to faint and you've never fainted before, you don't know what's happening. You're like, oh my god, I think I'm dying. So it's like, it was really scary. So I think the first time I fainted was, I think I was like 17. I think it was like 3 or 4 years ago. So I was going tanning and I had not really had anything to eat. Actually, I don't think I ate anything that day. I think I just had a little bit of iced tea. Definitely not recommended, obviously. So I went in a very strong like heat stand-up. Like this one was like super hot, like one of the most powerful ones. I went in, everything was good. I started tanning. A few minutes passed by and I'm like, all right, it's like really hot, like holy crap. But I was like, you know what, there's like a few minutes left, like I can do this, whatever. So then I start getting nauseous and I'm like, all right, this stand-up is really hot, but I shouldn't be feeling like I'm gonna throw up. So I'm like, all right, I need to get out, like I feel really sick right now. So I get out and then I text my friend, she's like literally outside the room, and I'm like, I swear to God, I feel like I'm gonna faint. So then I like kneel on the floor because I feel like I'm literally gonna pass out, and I'm like, okay, I need to like make myself throw up because it feels like it's about to come up. So I like crawl over the garbage can and I lean over it. I'm like trying to make myself puke, and I'm like, all right, this is not working. So first thing I do is just put all my clothes on, because if I pass out or something happens, I don't want people to find me like on the floor naked. Like that was like my first thing. I'm like, oh my god, like I need to get dressed. So I get my clothes on really quick. Then I'm like, all right, I need to get out of here. Like I need someone to help me because I feel like I'm gonna fucking die. I open the door and the next thing I know, boom, I fucking hit the floor so hard. Like I don't even remember. All I know is I opened the door and I just went down. And the next thing I know, I woke up and I looked up to like one of the workers, and she was on the phone with 911, like freaking out, like, oh my god, this girl's on the floor, she just passed out, like I don't know what to do. And I'm laying there like, what just happened? And like my friend was standing there like, holy shit, like you just like hit the floor like really hard. Like I guess I like hit the floor. I think I hit my head, but I mean I was fine after, but I was like really scared because I was like, what happened? I get up and I'm like, I still feel like a little nauseous, but like obviously way better than I felt before I fainted. So I just go over, sit down, get a cup of water. And since she called 911, the police still had to come. Even though I was perfectly okay, they had to come and make a report. How embarrassing is that? Like I was so embarrassed. They come in the building and they come talk to me and they're just like ask me questions, and I had to be like, yep, yeah, I like didn't eat anything and I went in the tanning booth and I fainted. So that was the first time I fainted. Now, mind you, I fainted 3 times. Well, 3.5. You'll understand what that means kind of at the end. But the second time I fainted, I got my belly button pierced. So another time I went, I also didn't have enough to eat. See, that's a huge thing. You need to freaking eat. You need to get like liquids in your body before you go tanning or get a tattoo or get pierced, because when your piercer or tattooer or whatever says like, okay, you need to make sure you ate stuff, you really do. Like, trust me. So I went to get my belly button pierced. I had like yogurt, I think, and maybe like a water. So I went in. It was just me and the piercer. Like when they pierce in the store, they close the front of the store because there's only like one person in there. So the whole store was closed. It was just me and the piercer. We go out back and she goes ahead and pierces my stomach. So she does it, everything's fine. I'm like, all right, like this did not hurt at all. I feel amazing. Like I was so scared and it was like great. So I stood up right after, which was my first mistake because I think I just thought it was like okay to just jump up and like go. I should have waited, but like I stood right up and I was like, oh, I feel amazing. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh great, I got that feeling again. I started getting that like nauseous, like awful feeling. So I'm just like trying to like calm myself, like make sure I don't like pass out. And I'm like, all right, I need to sit down. So I sit down and then it just gets worse. Like I feel like I'm gonna puke. So I like on my hands and knees crawl the freaking bathroom and the piercer just like is trying to help me out and I just feel so stupid. And I go to the toilet and I'm just leaning over it like trying to make myself puke. I'm like, nope, this isn't gonna happen. Like I can't puke right now. And all of a sudden like my hearing starts like fading. Like it was so scary. It literally feels like dying. Like you start to lose like everything becomes blurry, like you can't hear anything, you're like losing consciousness and it's like the scariest thing and you just feel so nauseous. And it's just like I just remember all of a sudden like crawling out of the room. Next thing I know, I like wake up in the freaking piercer's arms and I'm like, what just happened? I'm like, did I just faint? And she's like, yeah, like this happened before, it's okay. And I'm like, I was like, I am so sorry, like oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. So I felt so stupid once again. But I had to get back on the table and like lay down to kind of just refresh myself. So she like wiped it down and I laid down and she gave me a lollipop. So I just had to chill out for a little while, but then I was good. Once again, I felt really embarrassed though and really stupid. So the third time I fainted, I was in the hospital. So I was having a lot of like weird stomach pains and stuff, and it happens to me a lot. So this time I'm just like, all right, I want to go to the emergency room and like get it checked out because it was really bothering me and it was late at night, so like there weren't any clinics open. So I really didn't need to go to the ER, but I just really wanted to get it checked out. So I went to the ER. It was like 10, 11 o'clock at night and I had to get my blood taken. Now I haven't gotten my blood taken since I was like 12. I am so afraid of needles. Like you wouldn't think so because I have like 6, 7 tattoos. But when it comes to getting blood taken or shots, I literally have like a panic attack. So I was not looking forward to getting my blood taken and I'm like sitting there waiting, like anticipating like, oh my god, like I worked myself up, which is the first thing I did wrong because, you know, make my nerves like really bad and it made it way worse. So then I go in the little room where she gets like all of her stuff and she has to get my blood for different things and everything. So I'm sitting down and here she comes with the needle. I'm like, okay, this is fine, like I'll be good. I just like look away. So she sticks a needle in me. Like as soon as she put it in me, I start crying. I don't even know why, because it didn't hurt. It was more of just like being scared and like I just did not like the feeling of having it like in my arm. So I like literally cried the whole time the needle was in my arm. I just cried and cried and cried and I like couldn't look. I just like bawled my eyes out. This lady was probably thinking like, this girl is crazy, like what? So she finally takes the needle out and I'm like, oh my god, thank god. So I start to like get relieved and then all of a sudden here comes the nauseousness again. This time I was sitting, so it wasn't as intense because, you know, once you stand up, that's when it all like really hits you. But I was just sitting in the chair and then I was kind of just felt like, oh god, like here it comes again, I'm gonna freaking pass out. This time I actually did throw up, so the lady had to like push the emergency button in the room. So all like the EMTs had to come in, like bring like a wheelchair. And they brought me like a trash can, so I like threw up and then I like didn't fully pass out. It was more like I like blacked out for a second, like my head went down and I like kind of like went like that and then I like woke up and I was like, what the hell? So they like put me in a wheelchair and had to like roll me into like a little room with, and I like got into the bed and laid down for a little while and I'm just like, why did I pass out? And the doctor was just like, oh, you're just like really scared, and it was just like your body kind of going into like flight mode kind of. Like I was just so scared and like panic that my body was just like, what the hell is going on? And that's what happens when you make yourself worry like really bad. So, you know, I ended up being okay, my stomach was fine and everything, but the whole highlight was the fact that I fainted while trying to get my blood taken and throwing up. Like it was really fun. So those were the 3 times I passed out. Now this last half, this was recent. This was, I think, a week ago. Me and Seb went to Six Flags in Massachusetts. We have season passes, so we go like all the time. And we went on the Wicked Cyclone. So those of you who are from New England who have gone to Six Flags in Mass, you will know what I'm talking about. But it's like super crazy, awesome roller coaster that goes really fast and goes through like 13 different like loops and stuff. And it's like freaking awesome. And if you guys don't know, I'm obsessed with roller coasters. I love them, and I ride like any roller coaster. I'm not afraid of them at all. So here's another situation where I didn't eat much at all or drink much because, you know, food at Six Flags is ridiculously expensive. So like me and Seb had some breakfast and then we were there like all day, so we wanted to wait to have dinner till after we left. So we both kind of running on like empty stomachs, and it was really hot out. Like it was like 90 degrees, I think. So we get on the ride, I'm like so excited, and we start going, and once we like hit that first like hill and start going really fast, that's when I started to feel like, oh my god, get me off. And this is not normal because I love roller coasters. I love them. I will ride any roller coaster. But I didn't feel right. I felt like sick. So I'm like, oh my god, like this isn't good. Like I feel like I'm gonna throw up or something. It's like I'm not feeling good right now. So we start going through all like the curves, like going like through so many different like curves, and it doesn't do like a full like upside down. It's more of like a spiral, kind of. That's a good way to explain it. It just kind of like goes on the side. And it does it a lot of times, like all the way through the ride it does it. So I start feeling like nauseous. I'm like, oh my god, I swear to god if I pass out right now. So I'm just like, I like sit there with my like head down, and I start like blacking out a little bit. So like I didn't full on pass out, but I was like on the verge. And Zeb's just sitting there having a great time, like loving it, like smiling, looks at me, and I'm just like I don't want to do this right now, like I hate my life. And the whole time I'm like so scared, like I want this ride to be over, I'm like gonna pass out. And I think if the ride went any longer, I probably would have. Finally it stops, and I look at him, I'm like, Zeb, I like was about to pass out. This was awful. So we go look at the picture down, because this ride had a picture, and literally I'm just like no smile, no happiness. So those were my few passing out stories. I hope you guys like this video. If you like the whole story time thing, then give us a thumbs up and let me know down in the comments, and I will be sure to give you guys more in the future. I'm telling you, I have like millions of different stories I could tell you. It's just which ones do I tell you. Please subscribe to this channel if you're not. I do plan on having a contest once I hit about 1,500 subscribers. So I will see you guys in my next video, and yeah, peace! I love this. This is like my favorite thing that I received. It was exactly like what I have one kind of hanging off, and I probably will end up like tying the side and just having the shoulder line on here. It makes the top look empty. It just looks awkward. So when I put it on, it just looks like I'm missing something right here.